This is my bride Catrin, and today is her wedding day. I cleansed skin using my Bioderma cleanser and then applied some Beauty Elixir by Caudalie. For extra plump skin, I used Charlotte Tilbury's Magic Cream and applied Bobbi Brown's eye base around the eye area. I added some Glow Recipe onto Catrin's cheeks, and I primed skin using Charlotte Tilbury's primer with Factor 50, and I added a little bit of Benefit's Pore Professional just on the T-zone, just because it was such a hot day. We needed all the help we could get. I always start with eyes first, and I started by applying some Charlotte Tilbury concealer in shade 1 just to act as a neutraliser to the eyelids, and I set this just with translucent powder. I then used the Too Faced Born This Way Natural Nudes palette and applied a little bit of Seashell as the base colour, and then used Warm Rose and Nude and a teeny amount of cocoa in the sockets. Once I'd blended all of this together, I applied a very small amount along the lash lines. On the centre of the eyes, I used Charlotte Tilbury's Eyes to Mesmerise in the shade Champagne. And I used some of the pigments from my Too Faced Natural Nudes palette just to really add to that gorgeous pop of highlight. To brighten eyes, I used Boundless Bliss Kohl Pencil by Makeup Forever on the lower waterline. I curled Catrin's lashes using my tiny lash curler from Amazon and followed this with 2 coats of waterproof mascara by Beauty Pie. For complexion, I used Charlotte Tilbury's Beautiful Skin Foundation in shade Neutral 1, and I applied this using my Tarte foundation brush, which is great because it's dual-ended, so really good for getting product into the skin for longevity. Colour corrected under Catrin's eyes using Charlotte Tilbury's Magic Vanish in Fair 1 and then Radiant Concealer in Fair 1 under the eyes, and applied a little bit to some blemishes around the face. I applied Rare Beauty's liquid blush in Joy onto the apples of the cheeks. Next, I went in with some powder contour and highlight and added extra shimmer using my Dior Maximizer palette and a little bit of Cookie by Benefit. To set all of the cream and concealer under eyes, I used the Laura Mercier Secret Under Eye Brightening Powder and really pushed the powder into the skin. And then I used Laura Mercier translucent powder for the rest of the T-zone. I tamed eyebrows using Charlotte Tilbury's Legendary Brows in Taupe, and then I used Radial's eyebrow pencil in dark ash brown. Finished eyes using waterproof mascara on the lower lash line. I lined lips with Anywhere Caffeine by Makeup Forever and used Glowing Gen Lipstick by Charlotte Tilbury, finishing with my powder blush by Rodial in the shade Copacabana. And I locked makeup in using my Kryolan fixing spray. And this is the finished look. Doesn't Catrin look absolutely stunning for her wedding day? We got ready in King John's house and we actually said that Catrin looked like royalty.